Name is Bro.Kareem. I'm here with my main man James, and we here to promote the lecture that we got coming up on April the 5th, Saturday, April the 5th, live from Black and Nobel. It's going to be called "Killing Two Birds with One Stone," dispelling the myths that's out in the conscious community about Islam and particularly about the Prophet Muhammad. But before I go further into that, this will be my third lecture at Black and Nobel. I'm also the CEO and founder of the Academy of Self-Development. That's a young boys academy. You can check us out at www.aosd4boys.com. That's aosd4boys.com. And you know, I've been studying Islam for close to maybe about 15 years, you could say. I've been through several Islamic organizations, different Pan-African movements. I've studied with a sheikh for a little while. So, you know, I've been studying Islam for a long time. Now, lately, you've been hearing a lot of talks within the conscious community about what Islam is, that the Prophet Muhammad didn't exist, that you know, Abdul Malik ibn Marwa is really Muhammad. Now usually, you know, within the conscious community there's a lot of claims that's made. Some of them are valid, some of them are not valid. I really don't pay no attention. But this one in particular, I decided to say something about it and do this lecture on it because I don't think anybody is correcting that what was said properly. The brother Shaka Akmos has been saying this. This has been his view. And when I listened to most of his claims and the lecture that he did with Imam Bashir, I mean, it was clear that anybody watched that Islam is not necessarily his subject. And I mean this with all respect. I don't think the brother really should be talking about Islam until he kind of get more study into what Islam is and what it isn't. And pretty much he's just taking the views of a lot of the Orientalists and he's pushing that view. And then on the other hand, Brother Ali, Dr. Ali, who I do respect, because of these different positions and the things, the information that's being put out, he took the view that Abdul Malik ibn Marwa is really the Prophet Muhammad. And that is another claim that I also have a disagreement with. And that's the reason why we're going to do the lecture on April 5th to clear the whole thing up. We're going to clear the whole thing up. After this happened, within the conscious community, people will say no more that the Prophet Muhammad didn't exist, that we're going to end that whole thing. One of the things that's fueling this whole position about that the Prophet Muhammad didn't exist and all these other claims is this Orientalist information on Islam. And it's coming within the conscious community, and people that already have a natural bias against Islam is starting to take this information and now they're starting to try to infuse it into the conscious community. So we're going to definitely clean that up. The brother made mention that he would listen to anybody that read this book on Islam. And I'm here to, we're going to clearly show on April the 5th that it's erroneous. These people write books with an agenda, specifically these German Orientalists, and we're going to break that whole thing down and dispel all those myths.
Now, Kareem, I want you to elaborate on Ali's position, because he actually believed that Muhammad existed, but you saying that he still is a victim to the Orientalists. I want you to kind of build off of that.
Well, just briefly, because like I said, on April 5th, we're going to go into the whole thing. See, one thing people got to understand, it was prophesied in the Quran that it would be a people that in the latter days that would make a revolt against religion. and that they would pretty much distort the information to the point that it would make the people rebel and run away from so-called religions, those types of ways of life. Now, generally, these people could be said upon as being the European philosophers. So it's either they come in two categories. Let me make it plain. Either they try to push the Christianity on you. If you reject the Christianity, then they try to get you with their philosophy, the atheism, and the way they push information on you. So I think what Brother Ali suffers at is that because he didn't find a way to properly defend the position that Muhammad existed, he had to find a way to show that for the Europeans' viewpoint, somebody that they couldn't dispute that actually existed, he said that this person was Muhammad. And then they make the claim that Muhammad was just a title. All that is false, all that is erroneous, and we're going to completely break that down. And I'm also going to show what is the true hidden origins of Islam, something that's neglected by most of the scholars, but we're going to make that known on April the 5th. And if they don't catch you on this side of the web, then they're going to try to catch you on this side of the web. And at the end of the day, both brothers is caught up in the web. So, you know, we're going to clear that up on April the 5th, like I said. Like I said, there's an intellectual disagreement. We're going to clear that right up. So come out, show support, you know, for Black and Nobel. Like I said, April the 5th, we'll put out more videos as it get close to the date.
Now, you know, like, you know, as far as with the video that they posted, because they posted like a video for about 4 hours that was on live stream, and one of the things that I seen with Ali Muhammad was that they never engaged in sad history. Right. And I think that in order for you to properly critique, you know, the Islamic history, you got to disprove the sad history, and then try to inculcate certain things that you need, you know, as far as, you know, the you know, Abdul Malik, you know, how is he, you know, actually the prophet, and by disproving the sad history, and then, you know what I'm saying, stating your position. That was not done by either Ali nor Shaka. Now, Shaka then had a debate with either Imam Bashir, you know, where he didn't really say now, he just, you know, showed that book, and he threw out certain claims, but obviously, you know, from then all the way up into that live stream on Sinetta, he has not, you know, showed any evidence or solidify his position as being a scholar of Islamic history. So I think what the brother Kareem is going to do is he's going to show you that he's engaged in sad history, and then he's going to show you, you know, his perspective on things by proving that there's no way possible that you could suggest that the Prophet Muhammad, may peace be upon him, has not existed, or that he is the person that Ali alleged, Abdul Malik.
Ibn Malik. So pretty much on April the 5th, Saturday, April the 5th, live from Black and Nobel, we're going to be doing that lecture. Like I said, killing two birds with one stone. And just to sum up, it's going to be in 7 parts. We're going to discuss the intro. We're going to be talking about the oral traditions and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about the Quranic evidence. We're going to talk about the non-Islamic sources. We're going to talk about the Arabian evidence. Then we're going to talk about the hidden origins of Islam. Then we're going to deconstruct the Orientalist information. And then we're going to have closing statements and just summarize what we just went through. So pretty much it's going to be a thorough transition showing that the Prophet existed, that his name was Muhammad, a real person, and that it was not Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. So we're going to show that conclusively, so we can kind of put that to rest. And you know, like I said, it ain't no love lost between the brothers and nothing like that. We have an intellectual disagreement, and the conscious community is expanding. So you know what I mean, when people hear things going out there that's wrong, you know, sometimes people got to step up and try to correct that information and just put the right thing out there. So like I said, that's going down April the 5th. Live from Black and Nobel.
Right off the Broadway sub-stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too, but it's more than a bookstore. You want it, we got it. Mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. Black and Nobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome all to come build. The energy is positive. Every member of the team is awake and conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and Nobel. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and Nobel. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and Nobel.